I mentioned yesterday that we only live in the now. But the question says, if we can never actually live in the present, it depends what you call present. If present is now, we all live in the now all the time. There's no other time to live in. And that now has no time. But it's now. It's a moment of no time of consciousness where we experience something and it continues creating a sense of time. Let me first explain a new perception, a new point of view of looking at time. The way we are experiencing time, it looks like time is passing. We feel there was a time which has not yet come, the evening has not yet come, noon has come, and now evening will come, and then we will be in the evening, and time has flown over us, and we are there. As if time is flowing into us, into events and into experiences, and going somewhere. That is not the truth. The truth is time never moves. The truth is time is totally static. The truth is time is laid out at the time of creation. Time has been laid out at the time of creation by the mind, by the universal mind, in one straight line. And all the events have been placed on time. We are time traveling. We travel on time. And then it appears that time is flowing. Time never flows. We move on time. The actual experience of movement is. A person asked me a question following from this answer that I just gave you. That does it mean that I was a child, I am still a child there? Because if I want to go back in time, and I was a child, and time is still there, and my child is still there, who am I? Am I that child, and then grown up, then so on? How many of me are there? Am I millions of us all stacked together? Or am I only one? The answer I gave him was, you are only one. That was your form. You had a form of a child, you had a form of a baby, a form of a grown-up. You had trillions of forms, all stacked together, all still. None of them are moving. All still stacked up on the line of time, which is also static, and all going to the end, all static. And your life is merely changing from one form to another, continuously. You don't change, that you become more than one. You are one all the time. But you are the one occupying different forms continuously, every nanosecond. You're going into a new form. The whole row of yourself in a physical form is located in different forms. And as you change from one form to another, the one that is experiencing that form remains one. Never alters. The self is never more than one, it's always one. Even if you, now for example, you remember your childhood. Just now you say, I want to remember my childhood. Do you know, you will not feel you are there. You will see the child. Try to remember, I was a child, so small, and you will see the small body, but you are still here remembering that. So the forms are changing, and not that you are. So time is static. If time were not static, the whole business of predetermined destinies would fall to pieces. Predetermined destiny only is accounted for if all those destinies, those events have been placed on time already. And then they are predetermined. You're moving from one to the other, and therefore you're moving on a predestined. What about changes in destiny? Like we said, grace can do it, divine intervention can do it. How does that happen? That happens because what we have on the timeline and what we are experiencing as something that is going to happen, and we change it, the change is pre-recorded in the timeline, and we can see the change being recorded. Supposing our vision is only confined to the physical timeline, and we cannot see beyond what is underlying that timeline, then we see changes. We go to a master, divine intervention. I can't put up with this karma, please help. He's okay, I'll pray, I'll help you. And we find a little change has taken place. Has he changed our destiny? We go to the astral plane, and the real timeline behind this timeline says, no, the change was also predetermined. Then we say, what about changing that also? We go to a higher master and say, please change my destiny written from the beginning. Okay, I change it. And we go to the next higher stage, even that was predetermined. If we say, ultimately it's our own self that is creating a master, that's creating all this, can we change the destiny? And go to the top and say, we set it up anyway, to start with. What are we going to change? And if we want to, we change everything. It's a new creation altogether. So therefore, the nature of time is not what it looks to us. Nature of time is that it's continuous. Where we operate on that timeline is a timeless moment. It corresponds to the timeless moment of creation. It's the real Sachkhand. It is the real power of timelessness that's operating here. And only thing added on by way of destiny is memory. Memory is the only thing we are operating here. When I talk of pre-recorded DVDs that we are playing out, which is our destiny, what are the DVDs? They're memories. They're nothing else. We implant a memory, and the memory starts rolling out, and it becomes our experience. That's how it operates. Our life is operating very differently than what we think. The memory is the only thing that we are experiencing, whether we call it present, past, or future. It's all memory. And the memory itself, the plant, is of a package of memory that creates all experiences. You have to go to the causal plane to see how it operates. It's all set up there. It's not inaccessible to us. We can have access to it. Therefore, when we hear this experience, live in the now, people advise. Many people have advised, live in the now. What does it mean, to live in the now? It's not referring to time at all. Live in the now means don't waste your time in past memories. Don't waste your time regretting of what happened. Don't waste your time carrying guilt about what happened. And don't waste too much time saying what will happen in the future. And especially, don't be afraid this might happen or this might not happen. Don't be afraid. It will take you out of guilt and fear. Two things that come in the way of spiritual growth. To remove you from guilt and to remove you from fear. This advice is given, live in the now, which means live in the immediate present.